Hi everybody, welcome back to another video, and this video was requested by someone in the Discord server, why everything feels worse now. I literally, looks like an animated style video. I don't know what they're talking about, media, just in the world. We're gonna see. It's 14 minutes, no clue who this person is, but yeah, it was requested. Here we go.
Hey,
Original creator and video in the description.
welcome to the end of the world. Where do I even begin? Jeez. This whole decade
Pandemic world. Okay, so probably a mix of media and real life.
has literally just been nothing but world-ending events. And we're barely even halfway through it. For starters, we've got World War III on the horizon, so it's been nice knowing you guys. Man, I sure do love living through another once-in-a-lifetime historical event every day. In all seriousness, there probably won't be a war, at least not for a while.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of thinking we're already like in a new Cold War. I'm not trying to be political or that political, but I think we're kind of in a Cold War here with the Western kind of like what happened during the 1950s and throughout the 90s with the Soviet Union, its Eastern blocks, with East Germany and Poland, and all. I don't know why what the Eastern Bloc is. Hopefully, yeah, it's just, I feel like we're kind of in it. You got, all the Russian allies, like with Russia and Iran, China, pretty much, and then North Korea, all their power, and then, like Kazakhstan potentially, and then there's also, like, the Western powers. It's kind of like they're not fighting. An example of this is Ukraine. It's like a proxy war, They're trying to, an example is the West. Some of the West is trying to, really knock out Russia's economy and army more by not directly sending troops and sending money, but not directly declaring on Russia.
No, I don't know. I can't be the only one who feels like everything has changed, right? Honestly, it feels like COVID was kind of the point where, in my opinion, something just shifted. I don't know what it was, but something just shifted everything. Lots of people have their own, time period, I guess, for when they think this happened. I've heard 2016, the early 2000s, or even, the 90s and before. I think it all just depends on, your perspective and your experiences. But
Yeah.
COVID, for me, seems like the thing that permanently kind of screwed us up and rewired how we all interact with each other. Ironically, I feel social media has made us the least social that we've ever been.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. So far, video is pretty interesting.
I feel like this kind of just enables us to be in our own little world and to be in our own little, comfort zone, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And, the same thing applies with, knowledge and learning things. The amount of information that we all have access to is insane. We all should be Einstein right now, but it's quite literally the opposite. I really want to learn all the-
I never thought about it like that. I always thought, yes, you have access to a bunch of information, but if you really wanted to, you could be so smart, but, people choose not to. You usually go on the internet for entertainment, which can give you info, but not world-changing info. Yeah, I never thought about it like that.
these things, but I feel like our brains have been rewired to not know how to process or understand any of it. We're literally...
Another thing is attention spans. They're pretty low with this, newer generations. I meant newer generation, but, it's just because, an example is TikTok and YouTube Shorts and IG Reels, and, I've heard Snapchat Reels and Facebook Reels exist, not the point. You can just kind of scroll, and it's there's almost no boundary to going to someone else, and also they only have your attention for max 3 minutes. But usually it's about a minute to a minute 20 seconds, right? And obviously there's people that glaze the creators on some of these, but it's kind of crazy.
Trained to not properly gain knowledge. And jeez, all this is so messed up. And why are we speedrunning culture Everything's going by so fast that it almost feels like nothing is happening at all.
Yeah.
It's just such an odd feeling right now. Like, there's no vibe. It's just like uneasiness. I'm really trying. I'm sorry if this is so like negative or just cynical. Like, there are really great aspects to our world. Statistically, this is the best that we've ever had anything ever.
Yeah.
Like, the world is the best that it's ever been in most
But it doesn't feel like it.
aspects. So
Well,
why does it feel like this? It seems like we're exhausted as like a society and we go back to like our safe space, our nostalgia, but we aren't really building anything new for ourselves in the future.
yeah, that's a problem.
I hate the stupid going back to society is the problem and oh, this is so deep and whatever, but I don't know how else to phrase it. In other news, there's been the whole Mr. Beast AI situation.
I
The
don't
fact
even know
that
what that
this
is.
is where we're at with content and entertainment, that all it's valued as is money and what you can make from it and like gain from it rather than something to share, like a genuine passion that you have, is pretty crazy. And like, what is the point of most of the content now? You know the movie Whiplash? If you haven't seen it, please watch it. But Mr. Beast is basically the YouTube version of that. Like, I honestly don't know how we got to this point. And these YouTubers are finding ways to literally psychologically hack your brain and keep you glued to like their video and stay watching. And
Yeah, I just try to I just try to make it entertaining, but obviously, well, actually, I kind of do this for like the first 20 seconds of the video sometimes. Sometimes I don't. Not to the extent that people like she's talking about do, but just like a little bit, make it a bit more energetic. So it's more interesting for like the first 20 seconds. And you also, this is information I took from The Smith Plays on one of his videos. You gotta get into that video within 20 seconds most of the time. There are some official circumstances where it's like, alright, they'll still be interested. But otherwise, you gotta get in there, alright? You can't really sit there for like 2 minutes not in the video. Because like, some people are gonna click off, right? Because like, you would, when you're making it, you're gonna think that's not that long. But realistically, it is. Well, like for a video, it's 120 seconds, if that puts it into perspective. But yeah, I've heard something about that. Like, Mr. Beast, like back then, he used to be like, alright, I'm gonna count to 100,000. But like now, it's like, I blew up this truck. I don't know. I just thought of that.
like and subscribe and
I'm
whatever.
gonna blind 1,000
crazy.
random people.
It's so dystopian, but that's what's succeeding right now. Like, I've found myself watching these videos on how to like make these super addictive edits and whatever, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. Like, I want people to leave my
I haven't
videos
even watched one, but
feeling like they got something from it, you know?
yeah.
Recently, I've been watching videos, even from creators that I like, and then I leave the video, I'm done with the video, I go about my day, and then I'm like, what did that video do for me? Like, that video was kind of like pointless. There's just so many words spoken, but nothing ever like goes anywhere, if that makes sense.
That's what happens with like zombie content to me. I remember a lot from like a video, even that's like 2 hours long, which I'll probably do a zombie reaction that's like 2 hours long. I don't know. Check out the main channel. It's coming. Maybe. We'll see.
Like, I guess of all
Actually,
the videos,
I've got a video coming out on the main channel. It's not about reaction. Now, here, I'll go ahead and explain it. Me and Jacob went live on YouTube. It's still here, the most recent live, where we played, like, this map called Fake Town. It's like a cartoon Nuketown with, like, a mix of, like, AW, BO1, and Cold War guns and stuff. So, yeah, we did that. Trying to think what else. Oh, yeah, and I'm going to make a video on it, like, solo. Like, not, like, a recording of the stream, although I'll probably do it eventually. But the map was so good, I had to do a normal video. Anyway.
it was for me to be complaining about that. It's this one, where it's literally an unscripted video of me kind of just talking about everything. I feel like the more that I try to, like, script my videos and make them more structured and more, like, how videos are supposed to be, the, like, more inauthentic they feel.
Yeah.
I saw a tweet theorizing that basically AI is gonna dominate YouTube, and then
God.
at some point everything will reset and people will crave the old YouTube kind of regular person casual videos again,
Yeah.
which I'm kind of hoping for, honestly. No overly edited or super animated.
Kind of hope. To an extent. I mean, that's why I like some zombie creators. Like, a lot of them try and make it pretty classic. Some will do. An example, I got this from Lex, So I have some videos that'll be pretty, like, unedited mainly. And I got that from, like, Lex. Like, I would say within the last year, he's done pretty unedited videos. Well, some of them are edited. But, the unedited ones are some gems.
Animated parts in videos, and I kind of see some of that starting now. Although we've all gotten so accustomed to this nice, comfortable lifestyle, more or less, I feel like the technological aspect kind of messes with my mind when I think about our biological, instincts, I guess. I don't think it's very good for us or very healthy for our brains to be seeing hundreds of thousands of opinions on every little thing.
True.
All of these things just really put a spotlight and emphasis.
And of course, obviously, some people obviously like glaze. I mean, we were talking about it earlier, I think, right? Yeah, glazing like short creators, which, most of the ones that people glaze, they're actually good, but sometimes it ruins them a little bit. And sometimes there's just glazers that are actually unwatchable content. And this includes Brain Rot. Another thing, at first I was like, it's like Brain Rot, it's funny. To this point, I would say it all changed. Like, okay, we had, we had Skibidi Toilet, which was pretty bad. Yeah, no, I didn't like that, but it was kind of funny because like that was like I think that was late 2023 maybe. And then we got, what was the next one? Okay, I think Riz was around there. It was like, all right. No one even uses Riz as much anymore, but I kind of missed that point because now we have Italian Brain Rot and all this stuff. It's like, what is this, bro? Who even finds it funny? Like, not even as a joke in it. Like, dude, I don't get it.
Besides our own insecurities, like, that's not what was meant to happen. We all know how bad this is, but how do we even avoid it? It's literally integrated into everything now.
Yeah.
And soon it'll probably become even more so. It's crazy because all this was advertised as like a productive tool to use. Of course, it got warped and corrupted though, so that's great. And it just sucks because I get really inspired by so much art on here. Like, that's what's keeping me on these platforms.
Yeah.
But then there's the piles and piles of garbage that really makes it exhausting.
Yeah.
I find myself getting stuck in the consumption aspect that I'm not actually creating anything. Like, I've imagined
a few years ago, like, some people would be like, oh yeah, I got parental controls on, on my phone. I'm like, why would you do that? No, well, I understood kind of why, but at the same time, I didn't really. Nowadays, I understand. I don't do it, but, I can see why.
Imagined how much I could have like created and drawn for all the time that I've spent on my phone. I haven't felt creatively free in years. Something that has kind of helped me is to like have an actual like reason for going on social media. Like, before you go on it, you think, okay, I'm gonna open Instagram up for a reason. Like, I need to search up a specific account to see a specific photo or something,
That's
rather
what I
than
do.
just going on it to fill the void. After thinking about
I don't even go on TikTok. I think I go on there like 4 times a month, sometimes less. I haven't even been on it this month, I don't think. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh yeah. I usually do that with the other platforms. Also, I don't go on Twitter just to scroll. I usually go on Twitter to post on mine. Shout out to the Twitter. To post on my channel. To look at like a content creator I likes Twitter, or some like news that's like YouTube, which I don't really keep up with drama as much anymore. But if there's something that's like actually really big, I'll keep up with it. um kind of keep up with it sometimes. It depends, how much I actually care. I mean, for any YouTube drama, I care that they could be doing something horrible, but like I don't, I'm gonna let the people solve it because I don't really know, you know. I think, but YouTube occasionally I'll just do it to fill the void, but not really. And like if I ever get on YouTube, I usually go to watch specifically watch a content creator. I rarely go on shorts anymore,
A lot of this stuff, it kind of just hit me. I'm literally at the mercy of this stupid thing that I hate so much, but I use every day. Life will pass me by and I'll still be using it. Would I really waste all of my potential, or not even waste, but just not get to my fullest potential just because of this distraction? I want to create so much stuff. I have so many ideas and so many saved photos and inspiration, and I never use it. This thing is really holding me back. It takes up all of the free, boring time in my life when I could be sketching or drawing something. What?
Oh yeah, it's probably better for these types of creators because you gotta draw all of this.
But I don't know. We all used technology so much in the early 2010s, and life still seemed good. But I realized that COVID sped up and magnified the effects of technology in our lives tenfold. If COVID didn't happen, we'd still probably be in that early kind of mid 2000s or early 2010s period. But it would eventually feel like this.
Obviously not in the years, but YouTube. I can kind of see where they're coming from. Well, I definitely see where they're coming from in the YouTube aspect, but
It's like we got the effects of 50 years with technology in our lives all in the 2-year span of the lockdown. The more I thought about it, the deeper it went. Pre-COVID, we were all actually doing things like jobs and school, which made us have not as much free time. So whenever we got home, that free time was a lot more valuable to us, so we did our passions and things that we enjoyed. I mean, what else were we gonna do? Scroll on our phones? Well, that's just boring. But now, they made it seem like our passions, the things that make us who we are boring. They switched them. During COVID, we were all stuck inside and had a lot more free time. We went on technology, and its addictive nature took over our minds, and it made our passions not as enjoyable anymore. So they fell to the wayside. And as I sat there at 6 a.m. talking about this with my dad, it became so clear. COVID gave us too much free time. And now everything seems awful, not just because we're using technology a lot, I mean, we always have, but because it's practically been built into us to use any free time, any boring times in our lives when you're not doing anything.
Not gonna say his name, he's actually been working on it, and I'm proud of him, but I have a friend that's had a very kind of low attention span. He could play zombies, right? He could do it pretty good, but his attention span was not good. A bunch of times he would just get on his phone and scroll through shorts. If he's on his phone, I was like, all right, he's probably watching shorts or TikTok and occasionally IG Reels. But he's been working on it now, and he doesn't watch that type of content that much anymore, mainly long form, which I'm actually proud of, dude. I won't say his name, but I'm actually proud of because, dude, it was bad. It was bad.
Just go on our phones rather than doing our passions like before. Before COVID, I noticed I made so much art digitally. I was on my screen all the time. But that's because I was actually drawing, actually doing something that used my brain and creativity rather than mindlessly scrolling. At that point, it was obvious. I mean, we all had known to use our free time to cultivate our passions. But COVID stopped it. It taught us to consume. It taught us to just stop doing things and to waste our time because we had so much of it. I was on social media all the time before COVID, but I still created so much because when I was inspired, I immediately drew it. But now I feel inspired, but I still feel a need to keep consuming and to not express it. How is this what our lives have been these past 5 years? the weight lifted off my shoulders is insurmountable. It's crazy. I wasn't on my phone the whole day, like a couple of days ago, and after all that, I went and worked out, and I realized that I was so much more
Yeah, I did that pretty
productive.
recently.
Like, maybe I feel so chained down to this thing every day that even when I go and do things that are healthy and I finally break away and go and do something, I still can't do them to like the max level. And like, I didn't even know it. I didn't even know that this thing was the thing that was holding me back. I thought I was doing all this to the 100% max capability. How many people are like this? How many people are literally doing all of everything?
This is a deep video. We got 4 more minutes of it, but you know, with pauses, we'll see. Well, actually, almost 3.
Everything. Like, not at their full potential because of this thing. Like, when I say it out loud, it sounds so obvious, but realizing all this, like, all these pieces in my life is crazy.
Yeah.
Once I realized that, I kind of went into that, like, flow state, I guess you could call it. My mind felt so clear and, like, enlightened. Just try and capture that. Just put the phone down. Go and do something that you normally do all the time without your phone, and maybe
Washing
you'll
dishes,
be
I
way
mean,
more
yeah,
productive
I did that a lot.
without it. I mean, it's worth a shot, right? If this doesn't work, then you can go back to using it, whatever. It's so contradictory because I make content for people to consume and watch, but I'm telling you guys to, like, get off technology. Just have a goal, have a reason, have a purpose in mind when you go on to technology.
Is that like the theme of this video? I don't know why I'm talking like ELA class, but like, is that the purpose of this? You know, the lesson maybe? That's good, because that's what I've been doing. You know, I see I got a pretty good attention span, knock on wood, and I will keep it, knock on wood. No, I actually have a wooden table here beside me, not my desk. My desk is different, but my table is wooden. Like, right by it, it's got drinks on it. Speaking of, I just took a sip of water, but, yeah, I think that's kind of the purpose of this video. Now, we still got a little bit more, minutes left, but, yeah, if you get on social media, most of the time, have a purpose, you know, not just to fill the void. Don't just get on your phone to, like, open random apps and fill the void.
And not just like an autopilot thing, you know? I always try to end my videos off on a positive note, or like some kind of message to where you leave the video and you feel like you actually gained something from it. So if you have like similar feelings like this, then just put the phone down. It's totally keeping you from doing your best. And that's why everything feels so awful right now. Doing things like joining other communities to take your mind off of all this is also a thing that I've found to be pretty productive and positive for you. It's not easy, but try to acknowledge when you see something that would waste your time. Lately, I've opened Twitter or Instagram out of habit, like a drug addict, and then I suddenly break free like I was under some kind of spell or something, and I immediately close it out. Dumb piece of shit. View it as like a big picture. Like, at the end of our lives, do we want to look back and remember vague like bits of our memories because our phones filled most of our time? It should be the other way around.
That's a good point too.
Just something to think about. And if you find yourself feeling bored with nothing to do when you're not on your phone, then go and find hobbies. Use your free will. You got this. Hope we all were cool with a more chill, not structured rant video.
Yeah.
This is definitely not my normal type of video.
Yeah, I'm
so
gonna like
let
this.
me know what you guys think. Also, I made a Patreon. I'm starting college in a couple months, and this will just really help me out and be able to help me like continue to make content as frequently as possible. I'm still gonna be posting here, don't get me wrong, obviously, but this will just really help support me during that. If enough people join, I'll add some more tiers, but for now, you can get some rewards like more drawings, early access to videos, and you can have more input on the types of videos you want to see from me. Any support
No, I don't
is
want that
super
video. I
appreciated.
don't want a 6-hour video I see on Skibbity Toilet.
Anyway,
Unless
I hope
it's
this
like
video
how it
helped you
glues
in
brains.
some way. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.
Alright. So that video was pretty good. I liked it. Now, the video's about 14 minutes, and we got 24 minutes of recording here. So, about almost 25 here. So, yeah. Now, let's just say I will see you all in the next video.